What up, guys? Midwest Broadway Chronicles TV section. Getting right into it. Fire Force Season 3, Episode 20. We are almost at the end. Starting to understand more and more. Sumire, who is the crazy, powerful nun who we don't like, and her face is always melancholy. We meet her in her previous life form, which is essentially what we are right now in this three-dimensional world, or two-dimensional world, I should say, as humans in this form. Basically telling us the Great Cataclysm had to happen 2 more times for it to finally destroy this world as we know it. And the life that we are currently in right now, she says, is basically the second to last ending of the true world. And so, in that exact sentence, we kind of get walked into more of a conversation of just banking on the human condition that is being lost in the sauce. The human condition that is being a part of the crowd, being a part of the mob, not thinking for yourself, and being mind-numbingly lost in technology, in social media, in apps, and games, and everything but looking outside and touching grass. The description of humans just being stupid, likening us to insects because we are Neanderthals when it comes to liking phones and enjoying things that are just stimulating for the brain, for the eyes, for the movement that we enjoy in life. Banking on us turning into zombies, if you would, that felt nothing but the same thing over and over in a day and only wanted one thing, deer in the headlights, if you would, and saying that's essentially going to lead us down one path, and the only path being despair. So that kind of set up the episode to try to make us believe it was going to be all about watching it just end in the worst way. Then we get our beautiful light in Fire Force and Obi, who we love so much, Captain Obi of the 8th, being able to talk to every Fire Force company and get them all to believe in hope. Really just do your job, almost, is what Obi says, which it seems so crazy, but how many of you, could I ask, have that boss that it really does feel different when they tell you to do your job versus a different boss telling you to do your job? You feel motivated, you feel excited, actually wanting to impress them, work for them, be great for them. And that's what Obi gives in Fire Force, that light that you just can't ignore, that you always want to do more for. Being able to see Tamaki do her great thing is really cool. Lucky Lecher, which always makes me laugh thinking about it from season 1, even with Rekka, and just her constantly being clumsy, but being able to get out of things because she's clumsy, and it now being told to us that it's not clumsy, it's the sensuality of the human condition, the desire to want more, the love and interest in somebody you don't know you want, the feeling of walking by somebody and bumping shoulders with them, but feeling like it was a star-crossed lover you never found. The feeling of always loving everything about you, regardless of somebody else's feelings. And to put it in a bigger perspective, to watch her basically say at the end of the episode that I don't really feel like being down on myself because somebody's uncomfortable about something I don't believe everybody's uncomfortable about. Why is it my fault that you personally feel this way and nobody else does? I think this episode is crazy with the little boy who becomes so conscious because Obi shows him hope. Tamaki shows him believing in yourself and not giving a shit about anybody else's opinions but your own. And then his mother tries to show him hate and angst because she doesn't like what she sees and she doesn't believe it. And she is a part of the angry mob who just wants to have one thought in their head. She doesn't have any clothes on. Oh, her clothes are getting ripped off. When in our heads, as we're watching the show, we all think the same thing. I hope she's fighting against somebody who just annihilated her whole team. They are on the ground. Everybody in Fire Station 8 is down. They are down. She's the only one up. And we're sitting here hearing them talk like they need to be disgusted at her instead of hoping that she can pull through because they cannot fight this man. Crazy shit happening in real time, and Leash being able to be there and just kind of ask the question why it keeps happening this way is so impressive. Assault is amazing. That motherfucker is really strong. I'm trying to think to myself why I don't constantly remember him stalking Tamaki and wanting to be around her because goddamn, he is super powerful, and wow, that would have been great to have him as an asset like 3 episodes ago. What the hell are we doing? All right, the doppelgangers popping up. We're gonna have all of the what did they say? World builders. Basically have their doppelgangers pop up and challenge. So Joker, so Benimaru, so shit, I don't even know. Obi, who else are we gonna get? We're gonna get some crazy ass doppelgangers in the next episode or two. But this episode really just focused more on hope being instilled in the feeling of warmth, the feeling of desire, and acknowledging that there's no way to live without hoping for something, yearning for something, wanting more. As much as you can sit there and tell yourself it's okay to not feel anything and not want anything, this episode talked more about understanding the superpower and being somebody who understands their desires and their sexuality, eros, if you would, is that they don't let it destroy them. They use it to move forward, to motivate them. They use it as fuel to make a decision they haven't made before, to take a chance they've never taken before. It's a mechanism to help you grow, not a mechanism to help you stunt and stay hidden. What did he ask? What did Assault ask his doppelganger? So you want everybody to be a perv like me? Hide their sensuality, hide their feelings, hide their desires. And his doppelganger basically said yes, because Eros is a distraction, it's a lie, and we're liking Eros, E-R-O-S, we're liking Eros to lust, love, desire, sex, being with somebody you don't know you want to be with, having naughty thoughts about somebody you don't want to have them about, and making you feel like you need to hide them instead of feeling them and understanding why you do. Understanding why it has to happen, because you're human and you're gonna desire things you just fucking want, alright? Be okay with it, get the fuck over it. Here we go, right? The fight was amazing. Assault against Tamaki, against Fire Station 8. My boy Juggernaut coming in with a random flex telling Tamaki, I'm gonna protect the one I love more than anything. And he said, if we save the world, go on a date with me. That's that boy Juggernaut. We remember him being so unconfident in himself, and now being able to step in a moment when he knew he wasn't going to be able to help, but still wanting to be there to let her know, girl, I ride for you, I die for you if I had to. This episode was really sweet. I'm more proud of Fire Force for being able, in the last 5 episodes of the show, still hit us with the simple truth of, even in a world filled with distractions and things that we can focus on and hyper focus on and get lost in, remember what it feels like to enjoy looking at somebody in the eyes, to enjoy smiling with somebody, having that first conversation that piques your interest and wanting to see somebody some more, wanting to love somebody in a way you never loved them before. That is also a wonderful way to bring hope. It's not just defeating the bad guys. It's not just taking out everything that is trying to be negative towards you. It's also loving everything that you can't have, enjoying the process of being a better version of yourself for somebody you want to love. Enjoy the thought process of knowing that the desires you have with someone may come to fruition if you truly love them and they love you back. Just be hopeful, because it's okay to want more. It's okay to desire more. It's okay to lust and to yearn for somebody you don't have. You're human, damn it. You're fucking human. You don't get to fight that notion. What did Sumire say at the beginning? The idea of a single thought, of a single connected person doesn't exist, or something, where she's essentially saying no one person thinks alone in their own rights. And I say that's true. I say at our primal we have thoughts that will always cross. But I also say, just because we all have thought processes that cross each other and are kind of the same in moments, doesn't mean we ride those trails the same way. Doesn't mean we take those thoughts and go the same way with them. We can do whatever we want, honestly. And this episode was just so fun to watch at the end, and to watch everybody kind of just let it go for a second. The world is on fire. Fucking literally in this show right now, and everybody's throwing their clothes in the air and just having a great time just for a moment. The little boy, Katsuo, literally saying, it was so dark a moment ago, and now it's just so warm and it's just so light. And Leech saying, that's Tamaki, that's her power. Everybody's here for a role, and her role is sensuality, letting us feel what we want to feel and not feel bad about how we feel about things, how we desire things, how we choose to want things. And this episode reminded you to just fucking love yourself, goddammit. Love your fucking self. So I appreciate you, Fire Force. This makes me literally get even more sad, though, about missing you when this anime is over in the next 4 episodes. So fuck. But I absolutely love it. It was a wonderful episode. A wonderful, you could say, a filler episode, because there weren't true like battles going on in this episode. But man, it was so sensational. Good job. Good job. Kudos to you. Fucking snappy, all of it. I absolutely love this episode. It was great. Next episode is going to be one of my favorites. I can already call it. Dragon against Drakon against my boy Arthur, who I love. I don't give a damn. My ditzy motherfuckers in anime are fun, who are super OP. I like him. I like Zenitsu and Demon Slayer. Them boys are crazy, and I'm always here for it. So can't wait till next week. We're gonna see what happens, see how it unfolds. At this point, the rate is really going. One good fight is probably getting ended every episode, kind of solving the once and for all who's bigger, who's badder kind of thing. So I'm excited to see how this one unfolds, and I'll be here next week talking to you guys about it. So, all right, guys, this has been Midwest Brown Boy Chronicles. I'm your Midwest Brown Boy, Jalen Brownford. Thank you so much for watching any of my videos. I have plenty of videos. Go back and watch a few. Talk about music, movies, sports, TV shows, horror movies are my fucking favorites. So anime is a favorite too. So I love doing this, and I'll keep coming back. You guys have a great week. I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace and love always.